A new GTA Online update has fans buzzing. The Bottom Dollar Bounties update, released on June 25th, added 21 new vehicles, sparking speculation about GTA 6. The uber-marked Niobe, a standout two-door coupe, has fans excited with its highly detailed interior and new, higher-quality chimes and engine sounds. Reddit user Box After Dark suggests Rockstar is backporting cars from GTA 6 to GTA Online. Could these new additions be a sneak peek at what's to come in 2025? Stay tuned for more GTA 6 news and leaks. Subscribe if you want me to give away multiple GTA 6 copies on the release date. Thank you and let's go! And starting off with something crazy, 3 most expensive video games, 1 billion for Modern Warfare 3, 540 million for Red Dead 2, and Cyberpunk was 436 million, total $2 billion. 5 most expensive movies. Here we could see Star Wars, here we could see the Jurassic Park Star Wars, again Pirates Caribbean and Avengers, we got total of 2 billion, and there we go, the rumored budget for Grand Theft Auto 6 is $2 billion as well. Next up, the amazing footage that we see basically, so this is the screenshots, and there we could see the actual footage of this one right here. So let's go for more. Notice the small detail. Don't know if anyone else has caught this, but I was rewatching a trailer breakdown and I noticed that the necklace seen here in the trailer have been added in GTA Online with the Bottom Dollar Bounties DLC. What if GTA 6 had subsystem damage? What if NPCs can get hurt by gunshots or anything else? Like if you shoot them in the leg they struggle to walk, shoot them in the chest and they slowly bleed out, shoot their hand and affect their ability to aim. Just things like how it would work IRL. Could be cool if it had an option to be turned on and off in the story mode. I don't think it would be a good idea in GTA Online, as what do you think? What do you mean what if? This is a feature of Red Dead 2 that is almost definitely coming to the game. Oh, didn't know that. To be fair, it's often quite difficult to notice, so I don't blame you. They either die from being shot again or bleed out so quickly. They are dead before you notice. It's not a particularly common occurrence. In Red Dead 2, there is different X marker if you insta-kill the enemy headshot or if you hit them in such a way where they will die later. I think it's a darker red for the latter. If I remember correctly, you shoot them like in the neck, they will then struggle and try to get away and then bleed out like 10 seconds later. It's crazy, and I hope they do something similar in 6, as I hated how the GTA 5 they have that same animation where they lay down on their side and move for like 3 seconds and then die. You don't bleed out in 3 seconds from being shot on the foot. LOL. Next up we go for what movie, book, series do you think could inspire the game's story or at least some missions? What I mean is that I watched a video that GTA 4 was inspired from some Russian movie Brother and its sequel, and Nico was inspired from a character in a Behind Enemy Lines. And GTA 5 had different ones, most known one is probably Hit. So probably GTA 6 is gonna have some missions inspired from movies, or even the whole story may be inspired from a movie, and there is one that people are saying it, which is Bonnie and Clyde. And if you and I have to add one from me as a suggestion, maybe it is Parker from 2013, and I guess maybe more that I couldn't think about. So what movie, series, or even books could inspire the game in your opinion? Scarface, The Sopranos, and the Pulp Fiction. GTA Vice City is literally Scarface, so something would be better. True, what I meant was to take the romance part of Scarface and I implement it into the GTA 6. Maybe they could make one mission inspired from the movie, not everything, but actually I didn't know that. Thanks for the information. Next up we go. Why is everyone obsessed with realism? Like, yeah, that people want a game to be realistic, but seriously, people need to calm down. Things like cleaning your guns and eating to maintain your health were good for Red Dead 2, but these features would absolutely not fit in GTA game. Also, I am the only person that doesn't want a limited inventory for guns. It would be way more fun to have every gun on you at least, at all times, just in case you want to use a different one. With a limited gun system, if you don't want to use a specific gun anymore, you have to go all the way back to the place you are keeping your guns, then swap it out and go back, and that just sounds like a hassle. This subreddit needs to understand realism and fun. Because they've had like 6 years of hyper virgins flying around on flying motorcycles, pulling alien guns out of their gooch, and hitting them with fucking orbital strikes from a bunker. Fun is subjective. Preaching at people with realism doesn't equal fun. When what you are actually saying is, I personally don't find realism fun, isn't going to actually spark an intelligent discussion with anyone. You like having an entire armory rammed up your ass because you don't find planning a loadout fun, and want to save yourself 5 minutes of drive time because you are just that ADHD cool other people disagree. Welcome to life. And next up, the fans believe that GT6 cars may already be available. A new Grand Theft Auto Online update has fans speculating whether newly added cars may be a glimpse of what's to come when Grand Theft Auto 6 arrives in 2025. The bottom dollar bounty update released June 25th came with 21 new vehicles, with one model in particular sparking debate among fans. The Ubermac Niobe is a two-door coupe that arrived in the latest update for GTA Online, with Reddit user Box After Dark noting that a game's developer Rockstar keeps bringing new cars that are backported from the next game, as the Niobe features a highly detailed interior as well as the new chimes and engine sounds that are higher quality than GTA Online's other car models. The Niobe's exterior model is going to be what we will see in GTA 6, but with higher quality textures. Another Redditor agreed, adding the interior, however, is copied and pasted from the SM722 and looks downright awful, as we saw some car interiors from 6 September 2022 leak, and they look vastly different and far better than anything in GTA Online now. Some Grand Theft Auto fans think Rockstar backporting content is unlikely. While some fans believe the new Grand Theft Auto Online content is being developed for GTA 6 and then backported to online, other enthusiasts of the franchise don't find this workflow to be logical. The average GTA player doesn't really understand how a game dev pipeline works. Ex-user and admin of the Grand Theft Auto Online wiki shared as they expanded their thoughts in other posts, as saying it's more likely that Rockstar intends to increase vehicle quality across multiple games, and models like the Niobe are intended for online, but will be used later in GTA 6. Since updating existing content is tricky, they make entirely new models which they will later use in GTA 6. As Rockstar officially announced, Grand Theft Auto 6 was a trailer back in November, as which showed the game's return to a modern-day Vice City. Next up, GTA 6 setting could have a few unsung heroes. GTA 6 brings back Vice City's crime-riddled glory, teasing major cameos and a new protagonist dynamic. Familiar faces like Tommy Vercetti and Ken Rosenberg could play a role in GTA 6 story. Possible cameos from GTA 5 characters add to the speculation surrounding Vice City potential surprises. So Grand Theft Auto 6 is finally bringing the stuff of Vice City, so let's go to the information. Characters who could play a role in GTA 6 story. Tommy Vercetti. Tommy Vercetti is the most obvious possibility at this point, although Vercetti would now be in his mid-70s by the time that GTA 6 takes place. It's highly possible that a character has built an impressive crime empire through the years that could be one of the biggest organizations in Vice City. The legacy of Tommy Vercetti in Vice City can't just be swept aside, so it's likely that he will be acknowledged in some capacity. There are even eagle-eyed fans who believe Tommy Vercetti's mention is featured in the background of GTA 6 trailer, and if this is the case, he could easily still be living there, or a potential heir to his empire could have taken over the mansion. Either way, Tommy Vercetti is important to the fabric of Vice City, and that can't be ignored. Ken Rosenberg. Appearing in both Vice City and San Andreas, Ken Rosenberg is the memorable anxiety-filled lawyer who had an appetite for cocaine. As Tommy Vercetti's lawyer in the 80s, Rosenberg's anxiety issues and cocaine habits made him a messy, but compelling character. His law practice was based in Vice City, which led him to be entangled with some of the most notorious mobs, like the Forelli crime family. After the events of Vice City and San Andreas, it's possible that Rosenberg could have returned to his old stomping grounds, even if his friendship with Tommy crumbled. Love Fist. The GT franchise and music go hand in hand. Music is one of the most brilliant ways Rockstar brings GT to life, and one of the most memorable features of Vice City was the fictional band Love Fist. The hair metal band is basically GT's version of Motley Crue, and they have continued to be mentioned in GT games ever since Vice City. By now, the members Jazz, Willie, Dick, and Percy would be much older, and seeing the band now as washed-up rock stars past their prime could be a hilarious angle. Cameos from GT5 characters. Although it's more likely that staple Vice City characters will make an appearance, there's still the chance for GT5's protagonist to make a cameo. Since the game's story's big mystery, there's no telling who Vice City could attract, and it would be easily imagined Michael or Franklin traveling to the location for business. And as the wait for GT6 continues, there is nothing but speculation at this point, but it would be shocking if notable faces didn't show up at the same point in the game. These characters may not play a major role in the story, and although that could be disappointing, it would be exciting to see them in at least some fashion, as GT has a long history and revisiting this setting of Vice City is filled with potential surprises. So that's kind of all the information we got for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one, and peace.